Hello traders, wonderful day, Vladimir here. This is a daily video, Thursday 23rd of March 2017. One day before the end of the week. By far things going as we wanted them to go. They look good, they behave good, they continue as we wanted. And yet there are a few things we have to pay attention to and few more potential setups. So let's start with those that we already talked about and we already have. Oh, the Canadian doing so far exactly what was expected from here. The only thing that was different is that this triple cycle did not correct in two waves. It corrected in one wave here until it bounced until it bounced from the trend line for continuation. According to the daily cycle, I just want to remind you that it was a double cycle, so we have two waves, right? We have this as triple. This is the 4-hour chart, which means we are aiming the 38.2 first of all, and then we're making the 50. According to that, and according to the double cycle of the daily, we might get going all the way lower towards this 38.2 and the gap zones that we have closed to the level. So we remain bearish. Those of you who missed should look to rejoin every two waves push for continuation. Those of you who are in, no need to do change. Just cash out partials on the targets like 101.50 approximately, 101.60, and the final one according to the daily cycle. Next one we have is the Aussie Kiwi, which is going very well as well, moving down and should be trying to reach the 38.2 or get close to there. That's what that means. We remain bearish in this pair. Every retrace and breakout on trend line we should be considering as sell opportunity. That could make something like that and breakout for continuation, or it could go and get us into triangle, boom 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 boom, and continuation. So neither of the options you get in the sell. And those of you, of course, that already have the sells, no need to change nothing, but only to protect yourself and get cash out, partial at least. And we have some new ones coming to the list, of course. That's the pound pairs. Yeah, pound dollar is going very very well. I don't see any change of the trend, and we remain bullish here. Those who missed might be looking for short-term opportunities of false breaks, retrace into waves, and short-term sell before we continue higher. Just be careful with the shorts here and new positions for one reason. 29th, the Brexit officially begins, yeah, which means, in other words, volatility is expected around the pound pairs. It could be in any of the directions. We want only to remain in the buys. That's why on the short-term sells, like two false breaks, for example, we have two false breaks here, but none of it was with convergence yet, right? So it's not safe enough to short. So we need to go lower lows, only two waves correction, and then we can try this kind of sell. But again, that would be temporary, and it's best to remain in longs and buy dips. That would be the case. And we are expecting the pair to continue to the top of the range, which is 127-ish, and then to continue even higher to something like 132, 133, and close the gap around 136 on this zone. Pound Aussie, same story. We remain only bullish. Now this trend line is broken as well, and dramatically and strong. Two waves up should bring somewhere around 165, I believe, some kind of two waves correction, and then continue all the way higher. This one should be great opportunity, as we had double cycle pretty equal, and that means, in other words, we are going all the way to the 38.2, very likely, as long as the bottom holds, and we aim the 182. So you can imagine the risk reward on that opportunities. Euro pound, same story, looks wonderful. We remain in a sell zone right now. As long as this trend line holds, we are after sales, and every pullback we get, we should be looking for sell opportunities. I said it not once, not twice, many times. Just be there when it happens. Next one on the list is going to be the, where is that? New Zealandian dollar that is so far moving inside the small range as explained yesterday. So two things could happen from this area. One of them, we are going to reverse here and fly to the second push up, or we are going for the double cycle of this and double cycle of this to get it somewhere around 0.70 and slightly below, and then looking for the buy opportunities. Keep an eye here, that's the two options we are looking to trade, and should be really nice opportunity as well. Next one on the list we have coming as the Euro Kiwi, which we want to go long, of course. We had one move down. If we manage to get the second, that could be a really nice opportunity to go for buy. But on the same time, there is not bad chance at all that this is just a triangle, and we are going to break, retrace, and continue further. And if that happens, we go with that, and we expect the pair to continue much higher, something like 161, 162. So keep an eye on this one, really good one. Cat franc, two options. We are going to get the continuation towards 0.73-ish and fly, or we would like to see the false break that already happening here, okay, potentially happening, breaking this high, then retracing into waves, and then we will be looking for buys. So keep an eye here, guys. That could happen also by tomorrow, maybe not, but it's definitely a potential one. And let's keep going then to the indices, which look amazing, and there are two options we're going to go from here. One of the options is the beautiful false break that we already got. We got a false break, now we are gaining the momentum, so retrace and we are after sales. Option number two is we're going to get something like that, and then a further continuation. We have two trend lines. One of them is respected and holding right now. This is the aggressive connecting all the spots. The next one is the one that connects the tops, and that actually brings us slightly higher. As long as this zone holds, we remain in a sell view. Dow Jones is doing basically the same. The only difference is that this one did not break this low as for now, so we would want it to do so, retrace, and we are after sells here. Really looks like a wonderful opportunity. As per oil, we still want the commodity to push one more to create one more low, and basically if we measure it the way it is, we should get going towards the 40, below 46, or at least close to there, and maybe even 45 zone to get back to the trend line we have, and from there we are after buys. That's option number one. Option number two is that it's going to get us the second false break in a row on the bottoms, which is here, yeah, and then higher highs above this high, two waves retrace, break out of the trend line, and we rejoin the main trend. That's two options to follow on oil, which really look good, both, and we need to see where our opportunity is coming from. That will be all for today. Tomorrow is Friday, and we just follow the things we have. We don't do anything new, and we continue and follow our trades and keep managing them. So that would be all as for today, guys. Oh, sorry, dollar CAD. By ideal, this pair is doing this, okay, special cycle here or triple cycle here, double wave correction, and sell. That's by ideal. Not by ideal, it's just playing inside the range. One false break on the bottom, one false break on the top, so some ugly range that could be considered on the 1 hour chart, and continuation. As long as this trend line holds and this high holds, every rally remains bullish, and if it breaks this last high and retraces inside, it's again give us the the pressure remains bearish, and that will again give us the bearish expectation and continuation towards the last bottom of the daily range. That will be all as for now. Thank you for watching, and wish you a wonderful weekend to come. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov.